At ABR, we've always been committed to responsible investing. Our primary investment thesis is to invest in value-add properties that we can purchase an attractive value and then enhance the physical plant and produce more value over time. So when you look at our investment platform, it really does two things. It provides very attractive risk-adjusted returns to our investors, but also has a broader impact on society. And our commitment to responsible investing has never been stronger than it is today.
ABR came to us, Johns Hopkins, to talk about kind of cities as dynamic places and thinking about real estate with a real shared intellectual curiosity. You know, academics, we're always happy to dive into the weeds and think about why cities grow, why cities decline. So it was great to have ABR have a mutual interest here. I think we've been able to collaborate on a really great series of what is ultimately going to be 6 reports looking at urban growth dynamics. And that intellectual curiosity that ABR has just became so fundamentally clear because they were as interested in these questions as we were. Instead of knocking down old buildings and building new ones, going in and rehabilitating and repurposing old buildings is going to make increasing economic sense. But also it's good for the environment. It's good for old cities. It's good for people who live in those cities.
Well, the built environment accounts for about 40% of global carbon emissions. And when I say the built environment, I'm referring to both commercial real estate and residential real estate. And because of the amount of carbon that's emitted into the atmosphere by the built environment, the real estate community really has a responsibility and an opportunity to engage in sustainability efforts that will help to mitigate the negative effects of climate change. At ABR, we're uniquely positioned to address these challenges because of our value-add investment strategy. As a value-add investor, one of the things we can do when we acquire properties is to improve the physical components of the property. And in doing that, we're extending the life of the property. And this is important because studies have shown that by extending the life of a property, you're emitting less carbon into the atmosphere than you would if you demolished the property and then built a new structure.
So sustainable investing is obviously on the minds of every investor. And really since the beginning of the firm, we have been thinking through our investments with a mind towards sustainability. Our entire foundation is built on doing value-add investing. So that typically involves acquiring an older building and repurposing it, restoring the property back to a more functional asset for the community. This would be in contrast to building a brand new building, and the carbon footprint for the new construction is substantially higher for the same square footage than it would be for recycling or repurposing a building through a value-add process. So in our experience, this has been both good for the community, good for the environment, but also a very good economic outcome for our clients' capital.